Hi there folks, it's Matt Hayson here with plenty going on in the property market as always. Let's start with property prices. They've re-accelerated throughout May, up 2.3% as we look to close out the month. Now that's roughly a 1% price growth improvement from what was experienced throughout April. Now looking at last week, there were 1,208 properties that were due to go under the hammer for an overall clearance rate sitting at 63.8%. When we look at the corresponding week last year, that clearance rate was sitting at around 47%. But what it feels like is we're moving from a white-hot auction market down to a red-hot auction market. And that clearance rate from last week is the lowest clearance rate Sydney has recorded since the beginning of January. Also, last week, the nation's biggest lender, CBA, has lifted their 4-year fixed interest rate term by 20 basis points. Now, this has signaled to all borrowers that the era of rock-bottom interest rates could now be over. As a result, borrowers have absolutely piled in to locking down the cheaper 2-year fixed interest rate on the basis that those longer term interest rates are starting to increase. So as we close out the month of May, we're certainly seeing those property prices have re-accelerated moving upwards, but we're seeing fewer buyers and less frenzy in the market. That's reflected in a cooling off and slowing down of that auction clearance rate. And we're also seeing those longer term interest rates starting to nudge upwards. Also, in the next month, we're likely to hear that loan applications and loan approvals are also starting to decline. So in our view, we're past that peak in the market, which is going to be welcome news for those purchasers in the market at the present time. That said, property prices are moderating, but they're still going to edge upwards to close out the year. And then finally, we're always talking about prestige properties and prestige sales, but this week I want to turn the spotlight onto this little gem at 127 Mullens Street in Rozelle. This has been in the same family for 88 years, and the legend has it, if you came to one of the parties back in the day, you had to leave your guns and weapons at the front door. It is a 2-bedroom cottage with an outdoor shower, outdoor bathroom. There's not many of these left in the area, and it is ripe for a new era. The guide is at 1.1 million, and it's open for the first time this Saturday. So folks, that's what's going on around the market. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next week.